After 8 years of Justin Trudeau, Canadians are paying some of the highest banking fees in the world. And instead of fighting to keep more money in your pocket, this Liberal government is doubling down and protecting the big banks by stalling a legislation that would bring home real savings for Canadians. Conservatives want to give Canadians back control of their financial freedom, where banks now own and control your financial data. Our common sense plan, called consumer-led banking, would force the banks to give consumers back control of their financial data and, on their consent, share it with competitors who would fight for Canadians' financial business. In the UK, where consumer-led banking is implemented, the Big Nine banks, subject to open banking requirements, charge $0 for their checking accounts with no minimum deposits. Meanwhile, the Big Six banks in Canada charge more than $10 each for checking accounts. Our common sense plan would force the banks to allow Canadians to control their own financial data, to be able to have a competitor bank and financial tech company compete for their business. When this has been implemented in the UK, reports show that the average customer can gain nearly $400 a year. In Canada, this government-protected oligopoly of 6 banks controls 93% of all assets, and it's only getting worse. Competition has decreased over the past 8 years, while banks' profits and markups rose. These banks have no incentive to better provide service and deliver lower prices because there's nowhere else for you to go. My common sense legislation will change that and create competition and give Canadians control of their financial freedom. Canada is currently on track to be the last G7 country without consumer-led banking. The Liberal government has refused to stand up to the big banks and deliver for Canadians, so common sense Conservatives are going to make them. Bill C-365 would force Justin Trudeau to release their open banking report they've been hiding since May within 30 days and introduce consumer-led banking legislation within 6 months. This bill will force the government to give Canadians the freedom to access better deals, low-cost financial supports, and the ability to easily switch banks whenever you want. Conservatives will give Canadians back control of their banking with Bill C-365, fighting to create savings for Canadians 365 days a year.